Out we go. So my dog has diabetes, and because of that, it's more important to make sure that he's in good health. And you can notice he only has 3 legs from an accident way back. But anyway, it's good to get a walk anyway. So, what's on my mind? One thing is, I seem to not be on a very rigid schedule, and I have thoughts about that. There's one advantage of having a rigid schedule is that you really do stick to things that you start on. Like, one thing I need to really get on is meditation. I just haven't seemed to be able to do it, and I was meaning to make video a way for me to be accountable for it. So I'm gonna say right now on video, starting today, I'm going to do a minimum of 30 minutes of meditation, and it's going to be recorded on my flip video camera, so I'll be accountable for it. So I will be very, very disappointed in myself if I can't do it. And there's also there's advantages to being very loose and flexible as well, because then you kind of go with the wind. Sometimes a lot of things come, a lot of signs come, and sometimes it's just better to go instead of being too rigid. So there's got to be a balance between there. But there's some things I think meditation and some practices like out-of-body stuff has got to be done. It's just that there's so many weird distractions. Like today I had to sell a bunch of stuff on eBay, like my old 5D Mark II camera, and and then my parents and here and there. So yeah, maybe I'm a little too hard on myself, but yeah, there's just some of the thoughts in my head right now. And also I gotta work on my flip video camera personality a little better. Gotta stop the e's, ahs, so's, and that's another goal of mine. So I hope the videos from now on do not have as many so's, e's, ahs, filler words. Now I will finish taking a walk with Prince, and then be back home later on. See you later. Part 2 in my meditative walks with my best friends. This is Sessan. So, last time I talked about getting on a schedule. This one, I'm going to talk about my thoughts recently on what I've been looking at. I've been listening to a lot of David Wilcock videos and interviews recently, especially one just came out yesterday, I think, with Benjamin Fulford. If you don't know that guy, he's this American guy who lives in Japan, who's been kind of a journalist for all his life, and has been kind of exposing a lot of the secret societies and their plans and stuff like that. And you can find him at Benjamin Fulford, FULFORD.com, and he's also got a blog at benjaminfulford.typepad.com. But anyway, there was an interview with David Wilcock and Benjamin, and they were talking about interesting things. I mean, some of the stuff is really far out there, but it's really cool to see that two different people, completely two different sources and perspectives come together and actually agree on a lot of things. And according to them, there seems to be some really big shifts going on right now, especially with the power elite. And part of me goes, well, it seems very positive, But, Benjamin Fulford, he doesn't want... He's not a guy who wants the entire world to change completely, like some new age, lovey-dovey kind of world. He just wants a slightly better world without the so-called old Illuminati in the game anymore. He wants them out, and a less so one world order kind of world. So at the same time, he works with the Chinese secret societies, which then again, aren't they power hungry? And you see how China's run. It's not like that's some kind of ideal. So that's some of the thoughts I come up with in listening to Benjamin. Maybe he's just a practical guy. He wants to take it step by step. First get rid of the real evil people, and then work from there. He talks a lot about free energy, like secret technologies that the Illuminati have been hiding from us. And yeah, if that can be exposed, I mean, that alone could change the world, you know. If we all can live like millionaires, basically, there's no, you know, there wouldn't be need for people to control us so much. So, but people can't. You can't control people who are satisfied or content. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, they all say there's going to definitely be some interesting events next few months. I mean, I think Benjamin says at the end of this month there should be some interesting economic news. But a lot of the stuff that's happened in the last few months has been all undercover. Hasn't blown out in full view yet. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I kind of don't want to make prophetic comments anymore because, you know, often they're wrong. But I know definitely something interesting is going to happen within the next 6 months. Whether it's earthquakes, terrorist attacks, or financial Armageddon. Something like that, right? We'll see. Until later, see you later. So Apple just came out with their new iPad, their new tablet computer, and wow, I'm pretty impressed. It's exactly what I expected from Apple. Basically, they made it from scratch and didn't try to bring any old, you know, ideas that work on the notebook or the iPhone. They basically fine-tuned it just for the device. So, you know, based on that, you know, it's going to be a huge success. And it's very interesting how they used really cool, high-quality components. For example, they've developed their own processor called the A4, which is pretty cool, and which gives really great battery life as well as great performance. And because they built it from scratch, there's no kind of waste in that. And then the screen is the IPS screen. It looks like a high-res IPS screen. I mean, that they went for the expensive stuff, so that's really cool too. Yeah, and if at $500, I think that's the perfect price. I think I'm gonna go get one when it comes out. I hope someone makes a video editing app so I can get rid of my laptop, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Just got a new book that was recommended by the permaculture course I'm taking at Lost Valley in Oregon. It's called Creating a Life Together: Practical Tools to Grow Ecovillages and Intentional Communities. So part of the certificate I'm going to obtain after a month is the creating an eco-village, which is something I really want to do. And so far the little pieces I've read in there is really interesting because it seems like a lot of people have tried to make their own communities and many of them fail. So it'd be good to learn from other people's experiences before I start my own. But that might be kind of a few years from now, but never too early to start thinking about it and experiencing other people's eco-communities. So I just try to meditate at 8:17 p.m. and I'm really tired and it's not working very well. I just don't have the discipline to do it right now. It's amazing how sitting down and doing nothing is so difficult. Who would have ever known, huh? Yeah.